Hello again, and a big welcome back to Day 4 of our 5-part series, Insider Secrets of Interior Design. In Day 3, I walked you through some of the secrets to aligning your home with nature and making easy and eco-friendly choices. And I want to stress again, it can be as simple as just using natural materials and adding plants, or using low VOC paints. Now, if you're really more interested, there's a whole new emerging field. It's called biophilia. And I teach more about that in my college courses and in other courses. And I've also added sections on sustainability and product choices in my full design courses and architecture programs. Today, I'll show you how to identify and pick your style. If you're like me, you just love flipping through magazines showing beautiful homes and interiors. They make it look so easy and effortless. You may have thought, I want a home just like that. Why can't I live there? Or how can I make my home like that? You may be a lover of design, but you don't know where to begin. Or maybe you don't believe that you have the space for it, or that you could do it with the money that you have. Well, you can, and let me show you how and give you a few tips on how to do it yourself. Remember, design is important to us in so many ways. Our surroundings influence our feelings generate our thoughts generate our experiences, and our experiences create our life. So, our thoughts, feelings, and behavior are affected by the places we inhabit. And through the use of design, we can affect our moods. We can even improve depression, promote sleep, reduce stress, increase levels of concentration, and have effects which impact the body, our health, both physically, mentally, and emotionally, and our overall sense of well-being. And now, that's all been proven by science. We have the data. When planning your own space, be sure to pick something that you're truly comfortable with, not just something that looks good. Although, of course, visual aesthetics are very important. Remember that at some time in our lives, probably as a teenager or maybe a little later, we might have thought that looks were everything. And as adults, we know that they're not. Even though the fashion and beauty industries would like to have us think so. Of course, looks are important. And when we enter into a long-term relationship, we do know that there's lots more involved on many different levels. Or else it's time for the therapist. So, where do you begin? How about self-knowledge? How about knowing yourself? There's a good number of style quizzes online, and you can find some on Houzz, and there's a site that you see on there, Decorist. I've got that up there, I believe. And there's HGTV. And there's lots more. And while these quizzes and the ones you can take on Facebook are a lot of fun, you may not want to trust them with your decorating dollars. I think you might do a little more deeper digging. You could take the test and find out which style sofa you like, or which fall fruit colors you like, and you can get some names and percentages, but how do you put those things into practice? When you see beautiful interiors in magazines or things in store windows, you may fall in love with them, but you may not know how to make them fit into your own life. They may be fine to visit, but they might not be something you want to live with. That being said, do you know that when I asked one of my recent classes of interior design graduates what was the most important thing they learned, you have no idea what they said. They said they learn to really look, and they learn to analyze, to truly see and to truly evaluate. So maybe before you begin to design, you might want to learn to look, learn to analyze, and to learn to trust your own feelings. Remember, as far as your feelings go, there's no right or wrong, and there's no reason to ask why. Just try to identify what elements are causing your reaction. Is it the color? Is it the oversized furniture? Is it the modern clean lines? Does that make you feel more organized and in control? Analyze this a little bit, just to try to sort things out. Don't get stuck in thinking about any psychological problems. Just try to find out what makes you feel good or peaceful. Using any example, we can work on something that creates that same feeling, just as good, just as comfortable, just as elegant, only better, more suitable for you, more how you like it and want it, so it's entirely yours. You can ask yourself, is the style something that you'd like to celebrate a 10-year anniversary with? The most important thing you can do is to look and to keep looking very deeply. They say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, so feel free to borrow someone else's ideas. But first, you have to get a grasp on the essence of those ideas. What are the underlying basics? So we're going to use our own little quiz. Maybe a little different than some of the others you might have found online. We're going to start with the verbal part of the brain, not the picture part. This is not usually where designers start, but this is going to help us bring new ways of looking at things into the picture. Just identify and rate yourself using the following questions. Are you more of an introvert or an extrovert? This may affect what you want in your view of your surroundings. An introvert craves less physical stimulation. Do you crave quiet time, downtime? Do you crave space and things to be farther apart from people? These people like less stimulation and less clutter. Too much is just too much for them. Also, you may not really design your home for entertaining. Or are you an extrovert? Do you like to take risks? Do you love excitement, stimulation, displays, and a little bit of clutter? In this case, you definitely want to plan for entertaining. This makes a big difference when you're planning your home. Now, which of the words describes you best? Feel free to pick a few of them and add some more. Your style can incorporate a few of these ideas. We just have to start to identify them. Do you like things that are soft, natural, and homey? For instance, this interior is very soft and homey, but it's also very modern, and it's eclectic with elements of the classical all at the same time. So just because you like it soft and homey doesn't mean it has to look like your grandmother's place. Or maybe you can't stand to see too many things for too long. Do you like order and control, no clutter? Maybe not necessarily ultra-modern, or maybe. While this may be a little cluttered for me, I myself enjoy being surrounded by my artworks and things that have memories for me. Or maybe you think that modernism from the 50s is the world's best thing, but you don't have to be kitsch about it. You can update it. Maybe you're a romantic. Maybe you'd like to have a few dark corners just to set the mood. Something that is really interesting to me is how the same phrase can conjure such different images in different people's minds. One phrase, romantic, 3 different colors and styles, all romantic. Maybe you don't care what it looks like as long as you can help save the planet. Maybe you're a creative individualist and want to express yourself. Or maybe you love things that are timeless and classical. Or you're very much a city dweller, an urban person. Or you crave naturalism with earthy objects and finishes. Or you love things that are young, modern, hip, trendy. Or maybe I didn't describe you at all so far. And maybe you hate categories, just like I do. There's no categorizing me. If that's how you feel in that case, how would you describe yourself? Just jot down a few words. Now would be a good time. Now let's talk about mood boards. When creating a mood board, we're going to use pictures, sometimes words, but mainly we're going to create a mood and a style. Remember the phrase, a picture's worth 1,000 words? Well, you've heard that at least 1,000 times. You can create your mood board digitally. You can put all the pictures that you find online in a folder, or you can use Pinterest or any other program you want. Or you can do things analog, that's manually, with pictures from magazines. They just all need to be in one place. And you need to start putting words to the pictures. This is going to help your brain connect. Being able to express your ideas verbally is very important when you're trying to communicate to others or trying to gather the right pieces for your project. You need to be able to tell somebody what you want in a way that they can understand. Remember, the same word can mean different things to different people, especially in design. The terms that people commonly use to describe styles are not always the same terms that people that have gone through design school use and people in the industry use. So this happens all the time, and it creates a lot of confusion. Consider this your first baby step. All great designers have started this way at some point or another. It will probably be exciting and challenging and maybe make you want to learn even more. So go for it. Dig in. Now, notice what colors keep coming up. Are they warm colors, cold colors, white, sunlight yellow, crisp blue and white? And if you had to name a feeling, what feeling is it? Is it inviting? Is it stylish? Is it cozy? Watch how the same words coming up again and again with totally different pictures. That's what you're drawn to. And this is so much more important than just looking at something in a magazine saying, I like this look. You're really beginning to relate yourself to the design. Even though you probably might not have been able to express it, now you're beginning to learn how. And these pictures, this file, you can keep coming back to again and again when you need inspiration or when your design goes off track, when you want everything in the store, but know that it's not all going to fit. Again, why do we need to do this? Because we're primarily visual creatures. The power of the image is so much stronger than the power of the spoken word, but we need them both to be able to communicate. For instance, these two boards have nothing to do with each other, and yet they seem to go together because of the color and the feel. Find out what colors make you feel the best. What draws your heart? Not your head, your heart. And does a particular style keep showing up? Well, maybe, maybe not. Ask yourself what makes you feel at home in a place. Whose house do you love going to? Besides being with your wonderful friend that you love, what is it about the place that lets you know you're welcome? Then, using all the pictures you created, you're going to create a collage. You're going to put together a picture of what you're drawn to, what you like. And this is going to give you a look and feel to inspire you. Not to get those exact same things, but just to create a mood. This board that you're looking at definitely creates a mood, although the objects in it may not be the ones chosen. And why all that writing in the background? It sets a mood of the era that this was taken from. These boards are critical in the early stages of a project. These help you keep the intent in mind when you get distracted from the outcome. And you will. These boards help to bring things back into focus. In this world of too many choices, confusion and overwhelm can easily arise. So you need to let yourself be brought back and guided properly by using your mood board. Also, this is going to help you learn the vocabulary and the language of design. You will learn how to communicate your ideas to the suppliers that you go to and the team members that you're using, the contractor. This will help you move toward that great finished product. So this is where you start. It's the beginning of your journey. And again, to reach new levels of possibility, here's that link again, design1group.com. I can help you take your home to the next level without spending tons of money or hiring someone else that's going to impose their ideas on you. I can help you be the designer of the home of your dreams. So stay tuned for day 5, where once again, I'll be guiding you into the insider secrets of interior design. See you then, and be well.